Hello everybody, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. You guys have been waiting for this. I know I'm a few days late, but since the Temu haul and I showed you these little UV resin colored pigments, I guess, I don't know, UV resin, but these are colored, they're pre-colored. Here's one of them. You guys have been waiting to see how they work and if they work, and I will tell you, yes, they do work. And they're very pretty, and I did a sample one the other day. Here's this color. They are all glittery, so these have all diamond dust glitter in them, and they are really, really pretty. So I will show you some of them. There's that one. I won't open all of them, but they are super nice. That one's a little dark. And I only really bought in, well, oh, this is dark because it's black, obviously. So that's a black one, and I did get a white. I got the black and the white. But the rest of them are mostly greens and blues. And you did have to buy these individually. They were just over $2 each. I think I used this one a little bit already. They were about, I don't know, say $2.50 each. So I thought, that one's really pretty too. I thought I would do a few pendants and earrings with them, and then I'm going to add in these little things that I got off of Amazon. If I can get them out. They're all little different, these are metal. I have Starfish as well. But these are all different things. So little shells. I have seahorses. There's starfish in this one, a small turtle. So I'm just going to snip these off as I use them with my little wire cutter things. And they snip right off pretty easily. So I'm going to set those right here. And let's get started. I prepared a few things, even though I don't have much of a plan and they're beach colors, but I prepared a little bit of sand. This is from our local beach, Siesta Key. So I've got that in some UV resin. I've mixed up a tiny little bit of white. And this is the Ocean White by Let's Resin. And the resin I'm using is also Let's Resin, UV resin, because that's what I have. And I've pre-cut off some of these tiny little animals, I guess you would call them. So I've cut the little loops off some of them at the top. So I just snipped that little portion right off. So I'm just going to, for the first set, I've moved the other sets out of the way. For the first set, I think I'm going to make a pendant and earrings to match with a beach scene. So I'm just going to get some colors and some sand laid down, but I think I'm only going to fill it halfway. First of all, it'll cure better. But I want to get these little animals in as well. But I don't want to put the other coat on yet because I want the animals to be domed up underneath it. So I will have to be moving this, unfortunately. So I'm just going to get my first level put on. And I took the lids off just so I know what colors I'm working with, so I just have to pop them back on real quick. You don't need a ton. Like I said, you're going to want to keep it a thinner coat right now so we can dome the top, and I'm just going to kind of mix these colors so it doesn't look such a hard line. I need to get a paper towel. Oh, there's one. Now, when you turn your light on, make sure you move all of your stuff out of the way. You do not want anything out or it will cure it. So I will be back as soon as this is ready. So what I did is took a little bit of hot glue to see if this would work. So I hot glued this little fish down in here before I did the other two, just because I don't want them to be moving around when I put the clear coat, because I'm going to do a clear coat and put some waves over them. Well, that's my plan anyway. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but I did want them to stay down. I didn't want them to be moving. Now I might get some air bubbles from up underneath of them, but that's easily taken care of with the long neck lighter and something so small. I cured these for 2 minutes and they are pretty hard. Okay, so now I'm gonna try a wave. Now I haven't practiced this, so if it doesn't work, I'll have to figure something else out. So let's get some. I just want a small layer. Spread it around before I put some white in there. And then I will top, if it all works out in my head, then I will put one last layer, a doming layer over this. So I'm just going to do one real quick before I try another one. So I'm just going to get a dotting tool and just put a little bit of white in here. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. Get it in view for you. Oh, I don't know if you could see it because of the glare. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. Can you see that? It's moving pretty good. And I don't want to completely cover these animals, but I do want it to look like they're in the water. So I'm just going to do the same thing on all of them. So learn a lesson from me. I did cure it 2 minutes on the front. I flipped it over. I did 2 minutes on the back. However, a bubble popped up from underneath the seahorse. So I didn't give it time for the bubbles to escape. Like I said, there were going to be bubbles. I didn't even take my own advice. So what I'm going to do is pop these 2 earrings out. This one spilled over, but that's really no big deal. That can be fixed pretty easily. But those came out so cute. I love them. I do need to take a little hand drill and go through, because I did dome a little bit higher than the actual piece itself went. So I'm going to trim these 2 up. I am going to figure out how to fix this so I could tell you how to fix it if that happens to you. So I will be right back. So we're going to try this. I've sanded the bottom half down with an 80 grit sanding block until it is level with the rest of it. And then we're just going to UV resin right over that and pray that it works, because this is too cute to ruin. So please listen to advice. I mean, I even told you guys bubbles would come up and I didn't wait. I was like, oh my gosh, a bubble just came up and it was already cured too long. But by the time I peeked underneath, so I'm just washing it down with a little bit of alcohol. And then we're just going to redome it and see how that works. I do want to lift it up off of the counter though. Get that in for you. If it drips over, we could fix it. I'm just more concerned about filling that in. So let's see if I could do this. It's so hard to dome little pieces. I'd rather do coasters like this. Actually, I'm just gonna hold it until I'm ready to cure it. I'm gonna go over the whole piece so it's all even. You know, it wouldn't be a glitz and glitter video unless I taught you all a lesson, right? I think I do it on purpose. I just wanted to let you know I did that on purpose. Do you believe that? Well, I see it's not going to hide the whole thing, but I think it'll be okay. I'm just going to get that cured and show you the end. So unfortunately, you could still kind of see that little blemish right there. There's a little bubble underneath there. So I'll probably just remake this one. But let's play around with some other colors and see what those are like. So I'm going to set these aside and get those finished in a little while. But let's, I've got some more sand to use. So let's just play around and get some of this used up. The sand might have been a little too close to the UV light because it's kind of sticky. Let's use it all up. This time, I think I'm going to put the UV resin in first, not glue down these little pieces, and see if it stays. So I just want a thin layer and see if that works. Since we are putting a top coat on, maybe it'll work. And I ruined that other one for no reason. All right, they're done. Let's get them out. I did the backs as well. And I have this cool little drill my husband bought for me on Temu. I wasn't even thinking about it. And it showed up and it drills through these holes. Here it is, right here. This cool little drill. I don't think these need it, but you turn it on and it goes right through. Super cool.
Where'd you get that cool thing, hon?
Thank you, Mr. Glitz.
You're welcome, Miss Glitter.
Here's the one.
Hi, guys.
He came in to say goodnight. He's an early bird. Just trim them off. This resin gets really, really hard. So sometimes you have to get sandpaper out. So, oh, I see a bubble right there. Be careful with these bubbles, guys, because they are no fun to get rid of. And here's the long one. So I'll get some connectors on. Let's do one more in the black and white because I don't know what the black and white look like. So let's just do something small. I don't even know if I have them open yet. Yes, I do have them open. Okay, let's do, let's see. Half and half. Just so you can see what these colors look like. Maybe I'll move them together a little bit. That looks kind of neat. I hope this glare isn't bad. I had an extra light on today and maybe I shouldn't have been using it. All right, let me get that cured. Last one. What do you think, guys? And I got a bubble in that one too right there. I'll have to fix that, but I'm not going to keep you for that. So I'm going to put a few clasps on, like I did these two. I put a couple pinch bails on these. I'm working on the earrings while these were curing, so I will get you some pictures, guys. Thanks for coming in today. I hope you learned something and that this UV resin you were all wondering about is a winner. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. You have a blessed day. Bye. I just wanted to come back and show you what I did. There was a bubble in here. Remember that just a second ago? Well, I took this little drill. I drilled right through the bubble and I kind of widened it out a little bit. I filled it in with some more UV resin. Put it under the curing machine and it is completely gone. So if you can get your hands on one of those little drills and you have bubbles, that is a perfect way to fix the bubbles. So I'm going to do that probably on this pendant when I turn this camera off. Okay, bye for now. I'm back. I want to show you what I'm going to do. I don't want to hide it from you. So this one I want to fix. This spot right here. I'm going to drill it out. Right where that bubble was at. Kind of widen it up. I'm going to go bigger than the hole. Kind of deep. Then I'm going to clean it with some alcohol. And make sure I have everything out of that. I have to find my small dotting tool. Make sure all the dust is out. Wash it back down. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another wave right there. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to put some UV resin on. So it's going to be a little bit thicker than I wanted it to be. Now there will be a bubble come out of that hole, so be patient. Plus I will put a new wave right there. And you will never know that it was there. Just make sure you get an even coat again. I should have gloves on. I don't know why I don't have gloves on. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit of my white that I have left. Put a new wave in. What do you think about that idea? Trying a new camera thing here, guys, and I'm not sure I'm liking it. All right, so let me put a little bit more on this side to make it even. There is a perfect fix for that one. Okay, I swear I'm leaving now. I'll get you some final pictures. Bye-bye.